Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, today we're going to chat with some of the race drivers, the race instructors. We're going to catch a couple of them. First up, we're going to be chatting with Hannah. Now, Hannah is an active race driver. She drives the Atoms. She's just going out now in a minute. You've probably already seen some clips of the Atoms and stuff on previous videos. But we're going to set up a little tripod and chat, and hopefully you can still hear me. But yeah, so we're going to, oh God, you've got the drift taxi going. It's all going off again. It's another crazy day. The weather hopefully is going to brighten up in a bit. But anyway, we'll get set up, we'll get Hannah in, and we'll have a little chat with her. And then we'll go and find someone else, we'll chat to them so you can learn a little bit about what these guys do, how they got into it, etc, etc. So stick with us. So, this is Hannah. She is are you the only active race driver at the moment that works for Supercar Experience Group?
I believe so.
I think you are.
I think
Don't
I
quote
might
us.
be at the moment,
Yeah.
possibly.
We have got a few ex-racing drivers, decommissioned, whatever you call it, retired. But anyway, we're going to ask a few questions and she'll tell you guys what she gets up to. So, start off with, what do you do here at this company?
So here I am usually in the Atom, the yellow one is my one, called Mellow Yellow. I'm usually doing the passenger laps in them. When I'm not doing that, I'm occasionally helping out with instructing in any of the cars, be in any chosen one at any point.
Which isn't a bad job, you know. It's like, oh, sorry, you've got to go in the Lamborghini today. If I have to. Yeah. What's your background? Tell us a bit about the racing and how you got into it.
So I started racing quite late, to be honest, because a lot of kids, they start out when they're like this kind. I started mid-teens. I didn't do proper karting. I did rental karts. It was summer holidays from school one year. We ran out of things to do. Went go-karting. Absolutely loved it. Realised I was naturally quite good at it, which obviously is a bonus. So I became addicted from the first day. It was Wakefield Indoor Karting Centre. It was a bit rough and ready, but it was, yeah, I just wanted to go back all the time. So between that down south and then I'm up here in Scotland, I went to a local track called Raceland. Just was there as often as I could afford, and met a racing driver at one of the kart circuits who works here as well, Vic Covey. He raced Scottish Minis at the time, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. Just through Victor, he helped me get to begin with, I helped out with the team, okay. And then that team then helped me get behind the wheel. So then I've worked my way up the mini ladders over the years. Done 6 years of Scottish Minis, then moved to the Mini Challenge Championship to race nationally. So that's where I am now in the JCW class.
Have you won anything? Are you good enough to win?
Yes, I am. I'm working on it in the JCW class. It's obviously a huge step up, and it's a very, very competitive championship at a level that I could have only dreamed of. So I've not won there yet. But I have won in the Scottish Minis and in the Mini Challenge Cooper class. I've got podiums, fastest laps, so yeah, it's been good, but the JCW has taken a bit of learning, but I absolutely love driving it, love being a part of it.
So outside of all the racing that you do, I'm assuming something's got to pay the bills. What do you do?
So yeah, as much as people think being a racing driver means that that's your full-time job, unfortunately it's not. It costs us a lot of money to go racing, so I need to do something to pay the bills. It's not just supercars that I work at. I have a day job during the week at Renat Design, which is a custom painting helmet business. So we paint a lot of helmets on the touring car grid. We've done Jess Hawkins, who tested the Aston Formula 1 car. We've got Jake Dennis, who's world champion in Formula E. So we've got a good selection of drivers under our name, which is really cool. My helmet's painted by Joe, who is the man behind the business. It's just me and Joe who work there, and I'm learning the ropes as well. But it's really good fun. So my life, my job, my hobby is all revolves around motorsport.
It's all around motorsport in one way or another. There you go. So there's a little insight as to what she does here and in her personal life. We're going to have a look around the Atoms. I'll run a little bit of B-roll and you can check out the cars and we'll show some footage of them having a bit of a blast around the circuit. So keep watching. Right, we've caught up with Scott, so we're going to have a quick chat about what he does around the operation here. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your name? Where do you come from? Are you Scott?
Scott Crawford, I come from Howard, the other side of Paisley. I'm the event manager.
The event manager, so that sounds pretty important.
Maybe.
Can be, yeah.
Depends what happens.
Exactly, it depends how well the day's going.
Yeah.
Recently we've had a pretty good spell of weather and stuff like that, so I guess that makes the days a lot better and customers a lot happier.
Yeah. Also, the weather plays a vital role in what we do. If it's wet and miserable, people don't like standing in queues. If the weather's good, then people have a good day and enjoy themselves.
That's it. And do you get many awkward people? Do you have to put your foot down and say, I'm the manager, stop it?
Well, some people think this is more of a track day than as an experience day. Also, it is a driving experience. So something got to kind of pull people back and make sure that when they break the cars of the day and go too quick. So yeah, that's really where my role comes into.
That's when you have to step up and do your job.
Yeah,
when people aren't doing theirs, I suppose.
If I'm not doing much, that's a good thing. It's like like Rod's a mechanic. If he's sitting doing nothing, that's a good day.
Yeah, it's a good sign that the prevention of problems
so
has gone well.
And that's really what I do, is try and prevent things going wrong and things run smoothly and have a good event. So.
And how many staff do we have on site roughly for most event days?
On a standard event, we'll have 19 instructors, 5 coordinators, 3 staff inside, hospitality, mechanic. So 30, 35, 36 people. It's good. Then you get the jokers that stand behind the camera.
Then you get the press behind the camera, yes, I know.
So they'll find the P45 posts in, you know.
What I'll do next time, I'll get another camera filming the other way.
Yeah, we should do it.
And then that'll stop them prattling around. That's what we'll do. Anyway, I know you're a busy man, so get back to your job and we'll go and tell them off. See you in a bit. Well, we've caught up with a couple. Now there is one more that we're going to go and chat with in a minute, and he is Gordon. Quite pleasing on the eye, and yeah, we're going to go and catch up with him. At the moment he's got quite a big queue for his car. He's out in the AMG GTR at the moment, so I'm not surprised he's got a big queue, because I drove that last night, and yeah, it's beautiful. We all know now I've got a soft spot for it. If I keep saying it, they might give it to me for my retirement plan or something, you never know. But yeah, there you go. We're going to go find Gordon, so keep watching, bear with, got to do a battery change and we'll carry on. So we have caught up with Gordon. Yeah, tell us a bit about what you do here, and then a bit about how you got into this and a bit of background of what you do.
So basically, my role here is the same as everybody else. We all muck in, we all do a job, whether it's setting up in the morning, you've seen us washing the cars, we get the cars fueled, we look after the cars, the fleet is pristine. We were talking about that yesterday. We take great pride in the fleet. It's not just looking after them first thing in the morning, you want to look after them throughout the day, so you keep them nice and clean inside. Setting up the pit lane in the morning, get all the tents up, getting it ready for what's usually quite a busy day. I mean, you can see the guys behind us, everybody's soaking up the atmosphere with the music going. And then once the actual instructing starts, we're in the car. Sometimes we do some passenger laps, sometimes we're doing mostly instructing. It's all about just trying to give the customer the best experience possible. We're trying to put on this show and make it as good as possible for the customer, but we're also wanting to keep that safety aspect in mind as well. We need to make sure that we are in control of the situation at all times, because the bad thing can happen. If the bad thing does happen, then you've got to look at sort of industry-wide how that's happened. So it's all about just making sure that we're in control of the customers, but giving them the best possible experience they can have, and they get that by reacting well to our instruction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you listen to them, you will have a better drive. Yeah. And I filmed the briefing just now, and Vic was saying, if you go out, plant it straight away, and then you don't know what you're doing, try and change gear, they'll rein you in.
Yeah.
But if you go out and start steady and get a feel for it, they'll understand your confidence will grow quicker, and then they'll let you open it up a bit more.
Yeah.
So
the key thing is really just reacting well to the instructions. Maybe a nicer way of putting it. The minute we start getting customers going over and above what we were saying and braking too late, getting the power too early, the back end of our rear wheel drive moving about, at best, these things happen. People that their confidence is high, you know, they're excited, they lose focus of what they need to do. Once, you know, these things happen, second time you're like, come on, third time, at best it's a point your finger chat back in the pit lane. At worst, you know, you're with the customer in the tree somewhere. And you just can't let that happen for the safety of the customer. So yeah, it's all about giving it's a balance, giving them a good time. We don't know who the customers are from Adam. First couple of corners, assess their confidence levels, see their ability, and we'd much rather push the confidence up than have to bring it back down. So I think all instructors get the training throughout the year. We all get the same sort of standard of training, so we all should be saying the same sort of thing. So every car that the customers are in, they're all getting the same sort of experience.
Brilliant. I actually went out yesterday with Gordon in the AMG GTR, and everything he's just said is true. And you know, from my experience of you being an instructor, it was very thorough. You know, it was very simple to do and to follow, and if you just listen and do that, you will have a better experience. So, what got you into this? What's the background?
So yeah, I don't want to admit how long ago, to be honest. So I used to work at a place called Raceland. Sadly, it closed a good few years ago now. 20 something years later. Victor, a few other guys out here used to work at Raceland as well. So that's why I started my job at Raceland, how this sort of line of work. From then I started marshalling for the Scottish Motor Racing Club. Did that for the bulk of my time. That was a really good step to basically the front seats of a racing circuit. You know, cars are going off, you know, it's up to us to get out there and sort of recover that car, make sure the driver's safe, we're safe, spectators are safe. And it was just through that really that I got sort of chatting to people and got my network was getting bigger, and I started working for Knockhill part-time, so I was doing a bit of marshalling for them, a few bits and bobs for them as well. It was a really good experience, which led me to then kind of get my portfolio a bit bigger, doing this. I've raced, I had a couple of races, I have been racing, ended pretty abruptly, but yeah, the background of most of the people here is either sort of racing, whether it's currently, previously, rallying, navigators, there's a whole different array of different disciplines. So that was basically my background, and I've almost got a little one-year-old daughter now who you met today, who we had here for the first time. It was just a really sort of heart-warming moment for me, so that was nice. So that's put me to any racing plans for the immediate future. But one day,
kids will do that.
I can sell the house and maybe race again, but we'll see. You know, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. So
definitely,
that'll go well with the wife.
Definitely, just do it and deal with it later.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant. Anyway, so I'll let you get on because I know you've got a busy old queue behind you.
Yeah, we're getting through
the GTR queue, I think, is the biggest, which is odd when you've got Lamborghinis and Ferraris. I'm surprised today that they're all going GTR.
Yeah, I think the word's getting out that it's quite quick.
It's quite quick, yeah.
Mercedes AMG GTR, it's Formula 1 safety car.
Well, yeah, there's probably a good reason for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a beautiful motor. So, but yeah, thanks for the chat.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll let you get on. Well, that is the end of this event for this weekend. Now the cars are being packed up. They're going over to Knockhill to do another day tomorrow. I can't do that one unfortunately, but I will be doing a Knockhill hopefully this year. If not, I'll just have to jump on the early one next year because apparently that's a really impressive circuit. So again, you know, you can book these here, Knockhill. But yeah, the weather's now breaking. There's a few customers left to have their experiences. It's been a blast as always. So I hope you like the content. I hope you like the recent vlogs, and bits and pieces. Any ideas? Drop them down in the comments. Let me know what car you will drive. Pop that down in the comments, and anything you need to know information wise, all the links are in the description. So that is a done from me, it's a done from the team, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you all again in the next one. Peace out. The Atoms, we'll have a little look around Hannah's Atom, and then it sounds wrong. Cut. Oh, they're fucking silly. Right, so we've caught up with Scott. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll start again. As I said it, I've said it wrong. No, it is Scott.